Creationist crybaby Kent, your number one fan. So
Amen.
he never misses a debate. Our number one fan, I should say. So creationist crybaby says, Kent, we have modern examples of eyes from very primitive to very complex. Why do you maintain there had to be half an eyeball for evolution to be true?
How many things have to be right on an eye to make it work? The answer would be millions. You have 137 million light-sensitive cells on 1 square inch of the retina, the back of your eye. 137 million, each connected to the brain. How many things can go wrong and make it stop working? Any one of thousands of things. So it's true, we have complex eyes. Darwin said, to suppose the eye could have been formed by chance, by natural selection, seems absurd. He later went on to say he believed it did, but he gave no scientific evidence for it. What we see is incredible complexity in eyes and say, wow, this is amazing. It works. Now, I see if the car has thousands of parts that have to work together to make it run down the road. Your eye has to have millions of parts to work together so you can see and distinguish colors and move them around and heal when they get hurt. Man, if you wish to believe it happened by chance, that's fine. Do you believe, crybaby, that every molecule that makes up your eyes was in a dot smaller than a proton? You do believe that if you believe the Big Bang. Not only all your eyeballs, your whole body. Your brain, I can understand that would fit easily, but I don't think your eyes could fit, okay? And you want the whole universe in that dot. You're certifiably insane, in my humble, totally unbiased opinion. Go ahead.
Thank you, Kent, for the response. And Kennedy, if there's anything you'd like to add to it, go ahead.
Sure. I mean, like, you talk about how much you pity me. Like, I pity you for your lack of creativity and imagination, you know? I don't study quantum physics, but I can definitely understand how a thing can be densely packed in a thing. And then, you know, the energy density of that, like unless black holes don't exist, I don't understand why we can't extrapolate that out into, you know, how we understand other things. That's how we, you know, discovered them in the first place. So when it comes to the half an eyeball thing and what we keep going back into what Darwin said, and so annoyingly what these more conservative white men before people like me had the ability to be in those rooms were saying is like so annoying to me. Darwin was wrong about a lot of things, and we've advanced on evolution and theories a lot since then. Why are we not focusing on any of the research that's come out since 2000? I see the debates on chromosome 2, on very specific things, and we can do that. But the reason I don't even find that interesting is because it feels like you're having a debate on something that is not peer-reviewed, double-blinded research that people have already accepted that can be Christian, and you're not allowing your religion to be malleable to what the clear evidence is until somehow you have to accept it anyway, unless you know, have a structure like this where it can keep being monetized. But that's my response.
Kennedy, appreciate it. Kent, question was for you. You get the last response.
What a false accusation there, Kent. I don't do this for the money. Are you kidding? You have no clue. You don't have a clue in the world, okay? Your teachers got paid to teach you evolution. I had to pay them. You're the guy doing it for the money. Don't blame me. Okay, now, to the question. Kennedy, if you have no problem believing that everything fit into a dot smaller than a proton, and you believe this Big Bang theory, I will pay you $1,000 if you can get any scientist in the world to squeeze a gallon of water, 1 gallon, into a dot smaller than a proton. That's not the whole Pacific Ocean now, just 1 gallon. You get 1 gallon squeezed into a dot. I want to see it, not theoretical. Let's see it.
Can we have this? We all heard this? If I find a scientist,
I'm going to pay you $1,000 when you can physically squeeze 1 gallon of water into a dot smaller than a proton.
Now, do I have to do it with my hands, or can I use a machine?
Not theoretical. I want to watch it happen. Show it to me.
And it can happen with a machine.
It has to weigh as much as a gallon of water.
But it has to be smaller than a proton?
That's what the Big Bang Theory says. The whole universe was in a dot smaller than a proton. Yeah.
There weren't protons.
You can't squeeze a gallon of water into a pint, let alone into a dot. You believe in evolution. I'm sorry they taught you that. Hold it. Okay, Donnie, we're way off track of creationist crybaby's question. Yes, there are many things that can go wrong for an eyeball to not work. If you had 99%, you had a complex eyeball, creationist crybaby, 1% of that eyeball could go bad someplace and you would be blind. Ask any eye doctor. How many things have to be wrong to go blind? Oh, a tear in the optic nerve detaching from the retina, the optic nerve going into the brain, that detaching up there. They can go bad in the brain, in the optic nerve, in the retina, in the lens, in the pupil. There's 1,000 things can go wrong and make your eyeball stop working. Now, if you want to believe it happened by chance, and I know you do, you're welcome to believe that, but that's not science. The fact that we see a variety of eyeballs in nature does not prove any relation. It proves an amazing designer to me. Wow, God designed some to see underwater. He designed some to see half in the water and half out of the water. There's fish get right at the edge of the water and they can see above them and below them at the same time. That's pretty cool. That's a design. I don't know how you can't see it.